Yo guys, here we are for another video analysis from one of our sessions this week at Landsberg Allee. We were working on kind of building up this like a sequence, like a routine, and the idea is that we basically. I'm trying to keep this quick because I talk too much on the videos. I don't want it to be 20 minutes, but okay, so let's get into it, right? So we were working on coming down, setting up a nice bottom turn to a nice top turn, and then we were trying to get some speed, and then set up for a get speed coming up to the top of the wave very fast with as much energy as we could to then release out into a nice snap. It could be a snap. It can be a very, I think it's called actually there's so many fucking names for surf tricks, but the point was to kind of get us thinking about a full sequence, and if we look, I have this video here, really stylish surfer, and I want you to kind of see that this idea of going from the bottom to the top to kind of release, get some speed from the bottom to the top and kind of release and then reset. This is kind of what we were thinking about. So if we look, right, he's going, let's start from the here. So he's goes from the bottom, right? Let's get this going. So we see from the bottom, we're going up. We're at the top, right? And he's doing this, right? He's doing like a circle. And this was kind of something that you can see here, right? You can see on his trailing water that he has, right? You can see, imagine, right? And this is what I was trying to get you guys to do around this cone, was really try to go, look, he goes all the way almost back around. So this is a kind of an important thing to think about. When do I do it? I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, because there are endless ways to do it. But this is kind of what we want to think about. When are we going to do it? And this is just some insight on this kind of little maneuver. So let's watch him, right? Bottom, again, coming back. And then he's kind of resetting, right? And then we keep going. Setting up, look, 1, 2, oh, he just goes 2. Again, this is repeat now. Look at his back arm, right? And then he's going again here, right? Okay, pull. One thing I noticed, which I didn't really explain too much in the last lesson, but look at his, I don't like to coach with too much focus on the arms, because I feel like arms get people a bit confused. But we kind of see, right, how he kind of has this airplane. He has an airplane. What is this going to do? This is going to allow him to, this is really going to allow him to spin a lot, right? We did this exercise where we had imagine we had a ball here, and then we were throwing the ball like behind us. Almost this similar idea. Like you can imagine there's a huge ball that he's holding, and he's throwing the ball over this way, right? So this was kind of this little tip that I was, right? You see, he just threw the ball. Now the ball's over here, right? Yeah, but what I want you guys to see was that there's a lot of variations. Here's one, there's a second variation, here's a third variation. This is a totally different situation. This is more of like a snap, right? You can see it's a very different thing, and this is what I want you guys to think about first, because this gets you kind of in this position, right? This is a very similar position, just at a different point in the wave and a lot quicker, right? Okay, so let's go. So the idea was, again, we set up with this bottom turn to cruise. Look at how I'm upright, right? Because I was trying to really differentiate a top turn, and a maneuver, right? So I'm going upright, and getting speed, speed, speed. And this is where I want to kind of like be here, right? Okay, so let's start off in this position, right? Because then we can kind of, and now I can see what we can take away from here, and I will do other like additional videos per person, because each one kind of has their own things that they need to work on. So here we go. We're going. Alrighty, we notice a difference here, right? Look. Compression, right? Look at my compression, right? So this is going to allow me to come up a lot further, right? So if we want more speed, we also need to get more compression. So let's clear this, right? So I'm extended, and my last one is very determinant, right? If I know I'm going to attempt a maneuver, I want to make sure that my last bottom turn is going to set me up for this, right? Okay, so there's this idea. So setup, right? Setup is already one thing. Boom. Okay, so let's just let's just analyze the two different positions, because I think we're going to work on this again today. So she's looking amazing. I'm looking good, right? What do we see different, right? It's almost like, pause the video now. What do you see different? Try to start getting your eyes to understand what you want to look for. All right? Okay, let's go through it one at a time. Here's my back arm. Here's my front arm. All right. Okay. So her front arm is more here, and her back arm is here, right? So you have to imagine, who has more rotational power? This and this, or this and this. All right? All right, so this is why this thing, this backside bottom turn idea is that when we want to kind of be on one side to spin. One side to spin. This was something that we were working on with Yule the other day, and Axel as well. He really understood this very well. He got this done. Okay, so so the setup. Setting up is very important. Okay. Okay, what just changed? What just changed? We're about the same height, right? So we see compressed here. She's kind of up. Oh wait, let's see. Actually, I can do this thing. This is cool. This is cool. Bam. What about the other guy? What about here? What about here? What about here? I want to hear as well. No? No? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Gimme. Oh, why don't you do both? Do both. Okay, you don't do both. Okay, anyways, we're going to keep going. So let's turn this off then, it might be confusing. So now we're in the same, and then look what happens. I'm compressing again. Why? Why am I compressing? All right, you don't need it. There's always three things you want to think about: rotation, compression extension, and leaning. Right? So those are three very important things. If I'm not good at rotation, I need to be good at leaning, and I need to be at compression. If I'm not good at compression, I need good rotation. I need good leaning. Oh, well, anyways, there's three components that we always want to kind of integrate. So we go, so we see this airplane thing, right? This is again here. This allows us to build up this swing. Then I go into compression. Doesn't really go into compression, right? She kind of uses, right? Okay, but one could argue she's leaning more, which is good. Okay, fine. Okay, so again, this was this thing. We want to go this way. And we remember there was two different ways. So I can try to do my snap here to release my spray this way, or I can try to do my snap here, as then I would release the spray over here, right? So it's again a question, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do? And here we go. I'm pushing this leg out, My toes are kind of up. All right, let's see. I mean, if we compare it, yeah, there's not this rotation, right? I don't see it here in the shoulders, right? Right, you see this? Yeah, kind of square, right? Because I'm building up this twist in the entire body like a spring, right? So she's kind of look at her extension. Ah, why doesn't it work? It worked last time. Anyways, we see here. This is where she's fully extended, and I don't fully extend until the very end, right? Cool, guys. So think about setup, right? Your bottom turn wants to be very decisive if you're going to try to do things. So mindset, kind of prepare. Here she should be getting really like low for her compression to come out with explosion. And then some swing, right? This airplane thing. Again, I don't like to teach with hands because I think sometimes it's very distracting, but it might be helpful for in this case. Anyways, I'm gonna do another few because we got some really good footage from our last class, and I want to kind of break it down into shorter like videos. Look, already 11 minutes. All right, if you're enjoying this, let me know. Give me a like. I guess that's the only way to fucking see if this is actually being watched till the end. Cool, guys. See you. Yeah, in an hour for Skate Nerd. Woo woo.